Hey folks, good evening and trust we all doing great. I'm so sorry I wasn't able to do a live session with you guys due to some reasons. So let me just go straight to the point. So this is DXY chart. I have to increase this. This is DXY chart, the monthly chart on DXY. As we can see, DXY already tapped into our monthly gap here. Already tapped into our monthly gap here, right? Already tapped into our monthly gap here. And previously, I was thinking that this gap here is going to hold price. I was thinking that this gap here is going to hold price, but unfortunately, that didn't happen. Unfortunately, this didn't happen. So, well, I changed my bias because of that. And I see this stop points here. See this stop points here and this break of structure here, and this break of structure here. So let's go down to the weekly. Now looking at the weekly, weekly looks very, very interesting. Weekly looks very, very interesting because from what I'm seeing from the weekly here, using our PDRA, you can see clearly that price already broke the 50%. You can see that price already broke the 50% of our PDRA. Hold on a bit. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So that price already broke into our 50%, which is our discount level. So going down to the daily, which clearly this sell stop liquidity here is yet to be taken out. This sell stop liquidity here is yet to be taken out. And zooming in, I can see this previous week low. So this low here is my daily drawn liquidity. This low here is my daily drawn liquidity. So I'm expecting this sell stop liquidity to be taken out. I have to label this sell stop liquidity. I have to label this, and we need to label this as well. Previous week low. So I need to label this previous week low. So moving down to the 4 hours, zoom closely and this should go off. Moving closely to the 4 hours, we clearly see the 4-hour gap. This should be our internal drawn liquidity in 4 hours. So this is my 4 hours. Now in DXY, I'm expecting DXY to give me something like this from the hourly time frame, to give me something like this, push back into this 4-hour, then come back to take out this our previous day low, something like this. So this is what I'm expecting on DXY this week. Or if this didn't play out this way, it might actually drop down, taking out this previous week low, drop down to actually give us something like this, take out this previous low and drop down into our weekly sell stop liquidity. Give me something like this. So these are the two scenarios I'm thinking that might happen on DXY this coming week. So now let's look at Euro USD. Euro USD. Remember, Euro USD is like the inverse of DXY. So starting from the monthly on Euro USD, starting from the monthly on Euro USD, I can clearly see this buy stop liquidity here. Sorry, this stop points here. I can clearly see this stop points and this break of structure here. So using our monthly PDR rate, let's see. So now from the monthly is clearly showing us that price is already in our premium level, and whenever price gets to the premium level, we should expect a drop from the premium level. So moving down to the weekly, we can see the stop points here. We can see the stop points here, and we can see the break of structure here. You can see the break of structure. So let's go to the daily and see what we're going to get from the daily. So from our analysis last week, I told you guys that price is going to come and take out this buy stop liquidity here, resting above this place. It's going to take out this buy stop liquidity. Now look at what happened. Price did take it out. So that's the number one sign that I should expect a drop on Euro USD in the coming week. And looking closely again, I can see the previous week high here. You can see this previous week high here. Let's level this previous week high. Previous week high, change the color to black. Yeah. Let's push it to the right. Okay. So the first buy stop liquidity was taken out last week. Buy stop liquidity. Yeah. Change the color to black. So now give us a stop hunt last week before this drop. So in this coming week, I'm expecting this previous week high to be taken out. So going down to the 4 hours. So going down to the 4 hours, before that should happen, price should at least drop. A little into this 4-hour gap here. Price should at least drop a little into this 4-hour gap to take out this previous week high. So I'm expecting Euro USD to give me something like this, a drop, then a sweep of this high to give us a stop hunt, a little drop, something like this to happen. Then my take profit should be, let's check the weekly. Then from the weekly, I can see this weekly gap here. This weekly gap, which happens to be in our monthly premium, in our monthly discount zone. So I'm expecting to take profits inside this internal liquidity. So if I should get something like this on Euro USD, I'm expecting to sell it down to this internal drawn liquidity here. And last week I called a trade on Euro USD last week. Let me show you guys. So last week I saw this stop hunt here. I saw this stop hunt here and this break of structure here. So I called these buys last week. I told you guys that price was going to use this gap here, this 4-hour gap. Price is going to use this 4-hour gap. And look at what happened. Price dropped down into this 4-hour order block here, to this 4-hour block. Tapped it, just a little tap. I started the buy movement. Then using the 4-hour gap, price closed inside this 4-hour gap, which means that this gap is still valid. It wasn't invalidated. Had it been that price closed below this gap, that means the gap has been invalidated. So that was a good buy. Let's check how many pips from here. It should be like 60 or 70 pips, I guess. That's like 71 pips. So, but if you're still holding this, I'm already out of the trade. If you're still holding this, continue holding, because from what we are seeing here, price should come and take out this previous week high here before dropping. So, if the market opens, I will look to see if I can get a clear entry here from the 5 minutes. I'll look to see if I can get a clear entry here from the 5 minutes, something like this from 5 minutes. Lower time frame liquidity grab, market structure shift, and other fair value gap. So I call this entry module now. This lower time frame liquidity grab. This here is market structure shift, and here price might either react to our order block OB or FVG. So this is what I'm expecting. So this is what I'm expecting to see on Euro USD in this coming week. So like I said earlier, I'm so sorry I wasn't able to hold the live session due to some reasons. That's why I'm doing this recording now to drop. So if you have any question, you can reach out to me on WhatsApp and I'll answer your questions. Okay. To have a profitable week. And before I forget, let's check the news for the week. If you want to check the news for the week, go to forexfactory.com and you need to filter your news, because if you open forexfactory.com for the first time, you have plenty things or plenty news that are not really necessary in the market. So if you want to filter it, all you need to do is come to this funnel, looking at this green funnel, click on it, then you will see something like this. You have to untick these ones and leave these two. So looking at this place now, if you're trading pairs like Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, Switzerland franc, China, Euro, GBP, then you can tick the currencies you want. For me, I mostly trade Euro, GBP, and USD. That's why I have these three, and you tick all these ones to apply filter to help you filter the news, give you the most the important ones. So let's look at next week. The news we are having next week. this week. So this week on Tuesday we have CB consumer confidence. That's a high impact news. On Wednesday we have Euro German CPI. Then we have Spanish flash CPI. Around 2:30 we have GDP, USD GDP. On Thursday, what do we have? We have OPEC. This OPEC is mainly for people that is trading oil. OPEC, we have the OPEC. Then again, we have core price index. This is a high impact news as well. And on Thursday, what do we have on Thursday? Oh, sorry, this is Thursday. So Friday, what do we have on Friday? We have PMI. This is another high impact news. So if you're trading this week, you just have to be very, very, very careful. If you're trading this week, you just have to be very, very careful because we have a whole lot of high impact news. We have so many high impact news. All right. So guys, remember this is not a financial advice. This is just my own bias, what I think that Euro US is going to do this week. Okay. Um, enjoy the rest of your week, and I'm wishing you all a profitable week. My name is Chimezie Chukwemeka Xavier. You have a lovely week.